So what we're talking about here is kids between 0 and 8 years old. What I really want to do today in today's video is help you understand the most important thing for your kid at this age is social interaction. This is where your kid learns negotiation, conflict resolution, and it's the best way to support their development at this age range. It's really important to understand that children develop in an environment of relationships. So what we're looking for with that age group is serve and return responsiveness between a supportive adult and your kid. So when your kid is pointing towards something to say, look, bring your attention here, we're looking for an adult to be appropriately responding to that serve and return communication. It's a rhythm, and it's what helps create an appropriate attachment and bonding style to supportive adults and caregivers that they interact with on a day-to-day basis. Of course, this has been lacking with isolation and lockdown and all the jazz that's been going on for us recently. So I really wanted to make sure that I stress how important it is to get your kids socially interacting again and do your best to facilitate that serve and return process. As a reminder, stress has 3 different levels. There's positive stress, tolerable stress, and toxic stress. Positive stress helps you get ready for an exam, helps you prepare, helps you do your best. We like positive stress. Tolerable stress is for a specific amount of time, and it's often buffered by a supportive adult who responds appropriately and supports a child appropriately during that tolerable stress. Toxic stress is for an undefined amount of time. It can go on, and it can be neglect, it can be an environmental stressor, it can be any kind of abuse. So we don't quite know where Corona falls right now, but what we do know is what's helpful. We know that a supportive adult relationship that is supportive and caring and reliable is the most helpful thing you can do to give to your kid. So facilitating that serve and return, one-on-one time, and just responding to your kid in a caring, genuine way. That's a really good place to start. Another place to start is social interaction. Getting your kid involved with other kids their age to try and bolster up their confidence and negotiation skills and conflict resolution skills and ability to build their brain on a really healthy foundational level because of the social interaction. So when you ask me questions like, should I be putting him in soccer? Should I be putting him in football? Should she be going to swimming classes? What's the best thing for my kid right now? The best thing for your kid right now is social interaction. So anything that you're doing between 0 and 8 years old, you need to be looking towards that social interaction piece. As soon as you get the foundation of brain development set at this age range, everything else is easier. You've got a solid foundation from which to build on. So what's most important? Serve and return and supportive relationships between you and your kid and other caregivers in their environment, and social interaction. Resilience requires relationships. That's all that we're looking for right now, is learning how to adapt and learning how to be resilient in the face of adversity. How do we do that? We do that with relationships. The more and more interaction you're giving your kid at this time, the more and more resilient they're going to become. And that's definitely what we're looking for. As a reminder, your kid has, in this age range, your kid has 1 million different synapses forming every second in their brain. The most helpful time for them to be learning new and novel situations is during this time. As soon as they don't use it, they lose it. So the theory is use it or lose it for brain neural wiring. This is why screen time can be such a tough one, because it can prune off some of those neural pathways and synapses that your kid really does need, but because it's facing a screen the whole time, it's not really helpful for their neural wiring. So the more and more you get your child interacting with other people, including yourself, the better.